Welcome to Kult Corner, I'm Acheron.
And I'm Inferna.
And today we have a review of the cult Russian classic, V, The Spirit of Evil.
Yes, this is from 1967, and I believe it is the very first Russian horror movie made. And it was quite land-breaking for its time. It had great effects.
How it was shot was really cool. The effects were amazing, everything. It basically starts out with these three bumbling priests. They go to this woman's house at the time, and they're basically kind of barging. It's like, can we have some wine, feed us, you know?
Yeah, they were like on vacation from like the seminary and stuff, so they were kind of students even though they're older students. And just really rude, busted on this poor old lady. And, and,
well, she invites them in, and she feeds them, and gives them drinks, and then, in a weird, occurrence, she starts coming on to, the lead priest.
Yeah, this guy, called Koma, played by Leonid, I might pronounce this wrong, Kiravlov? Leo?
Something like that.
Something like that. Please forgive me for my horrible Russian pronunciations.
And, she starts coming on to him. She's, it creeps him out, and then she starts, like, putting him basically under her spell. She makes him, like, into, like, a broom.
Yeah, she, like, made him, like, first into a horse, and he was, like, neighing and stuff, and she had him, like, just pick her up on his back, and, like, she was riding him around, which is, like, really weird and stuff.
Yeah,
and the witch, the old lady, was played by Alexandra Denisova. And, as we were saying, she sits there and rides him around. She grabs her broom, and then they end up taking up... She's still riding on his shoulders, but they end up flying up in the sky, and she's still, like, riding his shoulders, and they're both flying. And then they finally land, and she turns young.
Yeah.
And he's beating her.
Well, he beats her when she's an old lady, and then she turns young after that. Takes up like a stick and just bashes her in the head, and then after a few whacks, she turns into her young form. And he's like, oh, and you see this kind of tear dropping down. It's kind of poignant, kind of sad.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
And then he runs away. Yeah, because he's freaked out.
He's basically very hedonistic, very kind of. He's not
the world's greatest seminarian.
No, he likes to flirt with the ladies, drink
a lot,
and then do other drugs, I imagine, as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's not very priestly, holy, or anything. He's just kind of out to have a good time. He doesn't even believe in half the stuff he's been taught. You can tell. But.
Yeah, and then anyway, he gets back to the seminary, and all of a sudden he gets a message of, such and such rich guy's daughter is dying and asked specifically for you to come and pray over her.
Yeah, proceed over the rites, her funeral rites,
And so he heads off to do that with a couple people, that her father had sent, and they on the trip proceed to all get completely plastered, wasted drunk.
Yeah, he makes a good impact, right? Being all drunk, see the father of his dead daughter.
Yeah, because by the time they get there, after getting all drunk, she's completely dead, and now he really has to do the funeral rites, and so he has to be locked in with her in this old church for 3 nights to pray over her to keep her from going to hell.
Yeah, and every night, she kind of rises and causes some problems. She's trying to get after him and stuff, and it gets worse each night.
Each night it gets worse and stuff, and his hair turns white and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, he goes blind.
Yeah,
it's at least at one final night where like all these demons start coming out and. Trying to get after him and stuff. They want to basically kill him, Satan wants her soul. So he's going to do everything he can to get it.
Yeah, and at this point she's, dead, but she's the young witch. She didn't ever turn back into the old witch at this point. And the young witch was played by Natalia Varley. I hope that's right, too. And each night, after the night of, the insaneness going on in the church, the father's workers, his friends they got drunk with, let him out of the church, and, they're like, oh, are you okay, blah, 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 and all this stuff, and, he's like, oh,
Yeah, so, this is the, international Russian release of V. You can get this on eBay. It's, very available. So, they also have a Blu-ray version of this.
Yeah, and this is all based on a short story by Nikolai Gogol.
Yeah.
Who wrote this back in the day, and then he also worked on the screenplay and everything for this as well.
Yeah, this is a really good movie. I think a very underrated film. I don't think a lot of people have seen this before, you know, so they don't know it's around. But if you like classic horror movies, you should definitely give this a shot. It's got some great effects. The acting's pretty good. Direction's great. So, yeah, give this gothic Russian masterpiece a shot. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
So, how many stars are you going to rate this?
I am going to give this a 6.5.
I'm going to go 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're going to go all the way up.
I think it's one of the best horror films around that nobody knows about, unfortunately. You definitely owe it to yourself to go pick this up, either on Blu-ray or DVD. It's well worth it. Really cool film.
So,
and with that, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you next time. Subscribe if you like what we do, and talk about the movie.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you.
Until next time.
Yeah. Hail the horror.
Hail horror.